Hi everyone, welcome to our journey towards Easter. Today is day 6, and so I have my basket of eggs here, and I've decided to use the green egg today. Let's see what's in this green egg. Well, in the green egg is a piece of leather. It reminds us of something that happened to Jesus before he was crucified and then raised from the dead. You see, there were some people who didn't like him, and so they would use a piece of leather like this to whip him. In other words, they were hurting him and beating him up. And Jesus had nothing there was nothing he could do. But we know this, that even though they tried to hurt him, Jesus eventually would rise from the dead. There are times when people try to hurt us. They don't do it with objects, but oftentimes they'll do it with their words or something they'll say to us. And what we always have to remember is this, is that when people try to say mean things and try to hurt us, that Jesus is there with us. You know, Jesus knew that God his Father was there watching over him even when he was being hurt. And we need to remember that Jesus is watching over us even when people say things that aren't very kind or they try to hurt us. And when they do, we need to be those people who tell someone. We go to someone and tell them what's happening. But we also talk to Jesus about it as well. And we ask him to help us and to give us courage to do the right thing, even when someone else is doing something that's wrong. And so in these next days, as we journey towards Easter, we're going to find that there were many people who did bad things to Jesus. But just remember this, that every day that we talk about something that someone did to hurt Jesus, we move closer to the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. There were things that he had to experience before that would happen. So just remember that God was watching and there with him, and Jesus is watching you and with you when people say mean things and try to hurt you. Go tell someone and then talk to Jesus about it and allow him to help you to have courage when you face those things that people say to you. See you tomorrow as we take our next adventure in our journey towards Easter.